Yo, good morning. It is day 3, and we are pre-show at SEMA because some booths get so crazy busy. We thought we'd catch them
you can't even
before
stop
the
into
chaos.
them.
So we are at the Auto Fiber booth with our good friend Kyle Clark. How you doing, brother?
Good morning, guys. I'm doing great.
Good, man. So how's the show been the last couple of days?
Yesterday was a great day.
Yeah, yesterday was busy.
Yeah, it was consistently busy all day. A lot of good distributors came in, new distributors,
Awesome.
existing partners. So yeah, we had a great day.
That's good.
So day 3, this is always an interesting transition from day 1 to day 3. It'll still be a good day, but you guys have a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
So what's the new stuff you guys got?
We have a variety of new things. We have some new packaging, as you can probably see on our Mr. Everything's, our Korean.
Yeah,
plush.
these are nice.
Yeah. We went away from the long, clear packaging, got some new packages. We recently brought out our Mr. Everything roll of rags. You can see up here.
Yep, right up here. You got it.
And which is a more quality version of our original roll of rags. The original was a 12 by 12. This is a 16 by 16.
Oh, nice.
Just same exact towel, just on a roll. So it may make it nice for people who are doing ceramic coatings or they want to put a paper towel roll holder up.
So I have a question regarding the rip and shred, right? And I use that word on purpose, right? So on the edges, do they get all shredded and linty? How do you guys control that?
Mr. Everything's, they
nice.
Cut pretty well. On the little bit lower level, the roller rags, maybe there's a few little fibers when they're separating, but it's not linty.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's just depends on
kind of the same cut edge. It's just not cut all the way through.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it has like a perforation cutter that cuts it, so it just rips really easy.
That's awesome.
I think the intent of them and the idea of them is awesome, but then when you look at the application and the fact that, you take this many rags, and if you have a rolling cart and you're trying to keep them all together, how many times has somebody tipped over and thrown, okay, there's 15 rags down the drain because they're on the ground. Where this, you can have it mounted somewhere, and it's really, I think it's a really cool idea, but especially with the Mr. Everythings that are 16 by, those are great because that's your, your compound and your ceramic coatings and
interiors. So right now we have 3 colors: orange, blue, and gray. We'll have more colors eventually, but I mean, you could literally have a rolling cart for your interior and use gray, and you can use orange or blue for your ceramic coatings.
Nice.
And so you have your separate carts. Makes it easier. We're just trying to solve problems. Very similar to our quadrant towel. Just putting numbers on a towel helps solve problems. So, new detailers or your staff can always use the correct side of the towel because they keep track.
So some of my favorite stuff are the drying towels, and I don't know why, just because I kind of like the whole idea, the nerdy science part behind a twisted loop and pulling in more GSM. So you guys have always had the dreadnought, but this mega knot, what is that GSM wise?
So from my understanding, it was kind of a gimmicky thing we did. Someone asked for a giant towel, and it turned into just fun marketing. So this thing is like a 40 by 69.
It's like a blanket.
Yeah, I mean, I could hold it up and you guys would disappear behind it. It's big. I have one. I've used it. It's a lot to dry, but some guys use it regularly. Some guys use it as a tablecloth. Some guys use it as a gimmick to get people in.
Oh yeah, there's no way. I mean, you'd have to.
That's a huge towel.
Jeez, it's
40 by 69.
Well, it's funny. I was out doing visits to distributors in Southern California, and one of the distributors like, "Man, you have so many things. You can make anything." And I reached in the bottom of my Flex stack pack, and I pulled that out, and they're like, "Holy cow!" Okay, now I've seen everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Mega Knot's pretty fun. We brought a couple of them with us this year. And we have some other fun things, some new things.
All right. Let's take a look at it.
So over here, I wanted to show you what we call a UFO pad.
Yeah.
So the UFO pad is for upholstery. It's an upholstery fabric orbital pad. Comes in a pack of 6. And we have it's a 6-inch and a 3-inch little one. And the purpose of it is to be able to do light cleaning or like a finishing step on a deep cleaning.
Nice.
Of either, like we've been doing a demo with the floor mat, You can do seats, you can do carpets, and it's the same idea as some of the commercial carpet cleaners that throw a pad down and turn on a orbital, and they use like a soda water. I think there's a company called Kim Dry that does that.
Yeah.
Same idea. It's been around a long time. So we just wanted to adapt it into the microfiber and start to utilize that. So basically the microfiber, when you're using it, tickles the fibers of the carpet, fluffing them up, getting the dirt off that surface layer and absorbing whatever your favorite product is that's grabbing the dirt or the stain and pulling it in.
Yeah.
And then when you get to a point where it's not working, after maybe you've done 2 or 3 sections of the car, you grab a fresh one and continue on. It saved my butt a few times on some really bad seats that have been deep stained, like someone spilled an entire 2-liter of soda.
Oh gosh.
And you extract and you extract and you extract. And eventually you're like, okay, I've sucked, 5 gallons out of this thing. Where the 2 liters go? So we let it dry, came back with our favorite like finisher product, lightly polished it with the UFO pad and cleaned that surface layer. And then we locked the stain in and it was gone. So big help. It makes express detailing fast because now you can literally just spray, UFO, vacuum, done. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
super
cool.
excited about
cool.
it.
I've actually had an opportunity to use them, and it's a different feeling. I mean, anybody that's used like a drill brush or something like that, it's different than that. It's softer, but it's still kind of that intermediate, right? If you're wiping it off with your hand versus a drill brush, it's sort of in the middle of that, but it does a really good job. And if you're very if you're careful, you can actually do a headliner, a stained headliner, but you got to be careful with it. But that's what this thing, I mean, because it's microfiber and it's actually, it's soft. I mean, that's the only way to put it, is it's actually not a harsh way to do that. But obviously, if you're doing a headliner, you need to know what you're doing, because you're not going to want to soak it with any kind of chemicals that are really harsh, because, you got to glue up there and everything. So, but it works really well.
Typically, when you do a headliner, we would take a microfiber towel, we'd spritz the towel and lightly go back and forth. Well, if you use this, it's not going back and forth, it's orbiting. So it's kind of digging into the fibers, pulling out whatever stain it is. I recommend putting it on the pad. Yeah. And that way you're sucking the stain out and not pushing moisture in.
Nice.
And it works really well. But we've also done, back in the day, we would take a microfiber towel and rub carpets down to do an express. Well, you're only moving the carpet back and forth.
Right.
This is getting the whole fiber.
Nice. That's good.
Yep. That's the idea behind it.
Yeah. It's another really awesome idea that just helps make detailers' jobs easier.
Well, and you got a few more things over there that I think are new. I think you've made enhancements to the stick, the mid on the stick.
Yeah. So this is something I'm really excited, because it's one of the projects I started on when I came to Auto Fiber. I was already kind of doing things with Ian with the mid on a stick. I really needed a bug scrubber. So we have a bug scrubber cover for the mid on a stick. And then we just came out with a new version of the mid on a stick that allows you to hold a towel. So we changed the head and got rid of the plastic. I'm not flipping everybody off. There we go. 2 fingers. It was 1.
2 fingers.
Oh, that's nice.
So we made it so it's like an industrial Swiffer.
Nice. That's cool.
So, being, even if you're doing big trucks or RVs or big rigs, but I've used this for the roof of my wife's Ford Flex. I mean, it's super easy for me to reach up there and put a sealant on, or clean because it's a glass top, clean the whole window. So the mid on a stick Pro Plus, and you can kind of see it's a plus now on the back. Plastic design, it's lighter weight. We got rid of our, the twist on shaft, made it really easy with some pins.
With the little pins.
Yeah. So, I mean, this has been great. You can adjust it. It's a little tighter than it used to be. Tighten it down. It locks it in.
Nice.
So,
hey man, that's
cool.
Super excited about that. The original mid on a stick kind of came out in 2020. It's been improved. And this year we also decided that gone from the blue, now we have a blue and red, or a black and red version. And we've kind of perfected a clay cover.
I was going to say, is that a clay cover?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you can, I've done clay. It's a service on RVs when I have, we'll spritz it with our favorite, like we'll use bead maker or a sealant, and we'll clay with it, rinse it off, dry the coach. You're done. Washed, clayed, and sealed.
That's awesome.
So you can do the roof of a van or whatever is hard to reach, super excited about it. Making life easier. That's kind of the mission of Auto Fiber, just to make good products. And make
dude,
your life
that
easier.
is
So if you guys
cool.
are here at SEMA, skip on down here to 51211. We are in
The West Hall, one
2
row
rows in.
over.
Yeah, 1 or 2 rows in, and we're about a third,
third
towards that
from
last,
the end. Yes.
the last third of the building. We are going to head out because we're going to be kicking off the
Oh,
event.
shoot.
At 8:30.
Yeah, we got to
Okay.
be at Flex.
So we're going to rock
Well,
on, and then
come by
we'll
and-
come by and we'll do some more
and
stuff
see
later.
some more stuff. I have
there's some
new-
other
new
stuff.
You got
going
more
on over here.
stuff?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
more stuff.
Oh,
Come by
yeah.
later.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we'll
dude.
swing by and
That's
do
okay.
part 2.
Part
So,
2. All right.
Anyway, you guys have a great day, and we'll check you in a few. See ya. Yeah, it is 8:27.
Oh, yeah.
We
get
gotta
going.
go.
We gotta get